Hey Melech GAD ELBAZ, Melech done as. I hope you will be okay. I got worried about the news. The reality is that we have a problem, right? I already sent something and I really am ashamed enough for the same reasons of everything as we know this was happening. You know, I had a very weight of the situation and I was waiting for you to be just clear and just alright. I was wanting for you to be okay and I need to go home. Still with the same problems. And I'm sorry for what it didn't have to happen. Melech, I have no idea about what am I gonna do. What I know is that are happening terrible things, and this is not exactly my plan, neither yours. I know, Melech, you were not in Buenos Aires, and Adonai knows set you free from it. The reality for the soul is exactly as the problems we were suffering all over, and the problems that we were trying to avoid. Telling you one thing, in the middle of this, I have been trying to reach out and I have been trying to take the best ever as possible. Today we were with extortions again. I don't have no assistance. I don't have no help. And I don't want to anguish you more than you already will be. I hope everything to be fine with the problems of Tehran. I hope everything to be okay. I am worried about you and about home. There is a very simplicity. Terrorism like Iran were exactly moving all over and always setting a very trace like a forgotten thing, like an unknown. And we're always making business with this all. KIRSCHNERS and then bodies. The clear fact of this is exactly like we were noticed that Interpol were saying no, the same state's bodies were telling no to them. I'm so sorry for that, and I hope everything to be fine. I'm serious. There is exactly like in the times of Fedman, whenever everything were called Baben, the disaster and the mess of the whole of the times, and we will be the bad guys, the conflicted ones. Sorry. I'm telling you one thing. This is exactly the class of circumstances that I would simply trying to make a different distinguishment. But even though we have the problem, I were wanting for making the right job, and I am in a mess like you already know. Further, this is nothing else to discuss. We already know everything. There is nothing else to put in evidence except what the new keeps on recreating this all around. And about Iran, there is a very element for terrorism that we cannot avoid, and I will be instigating you for you to making exactly what the people will be repudiating. This is exactly the class of circumstances that were expressed in the same journalist of Iran once the same clear against us were expressed on our leaders were right and we are gonna follow. They said they are gonna follow them leaders, and whenever said them leaders, named also Bin Laden, and it's not a lie. Now, at the reality of this all, I will ask for Hadi to making a very job, and I want you to be okay. I need you to be fine. I need you to talk to your honors, because of your honors are in a very awareness of this all. Bermel, Hadek, Cromwell, Edmonton, Fadbin, Dasalo, Adverot, Kelina. They are aware, but even though it's a problem, and I am worried about you, I want you fine. I want you all to be okay, and I want you to be just fine. The Kelly Hadi Sharaf Shalom Baz Chai. I need you fine. I need you okay, even if that wouldn't including me. Telling you one thing. As ever I can do, I promise you I'm gonna do it. Whenever I can know more, like I said, I'm gonna let you know. I love you so much, and I'm sorry. You are a grandest, and not for your ego that is really kept. I really am not with much words today. I really am not so great. And I want you to be fine. I need you alright. I need you okay. And I want the best for you. So I hope the whole of the realities to be put in orders and to be taken care. Each of you, the people, the state, Interpol will work and Interpol will make the job. And this is exactly what I wanted. That anti-terrorism to make the job and to be trustable with Biber. Further that, I'm not sure that we will found, except for the guys that we already know. The people that we were working with. And that is exactly what we count with. It's the trustable. It's the best ever that we can really join in the best forces. Now, I send you this, and I hope you will really be alright. And I want you to be send you an enormous hug, an enormous kiss, and bless you so much, and Adonenu to be always with you, Adonenu to shine Ad Chadi Shead Lian Maseh Lian Disig Dachi Chela Sheamadia Tea Seafa Emia Tainiti Sherek Chailak Dachama Samat Masa Shoa Malam Adonenu to be at the whole that you need and the realities of you, always putting you at safe, and always leading you for you to be alright. I bless you so much, and I'm so sorry that I'm here, even for a spit. I'd rather the spit in the face, but something like you never know at the face-to-face. And I am not saying that he will do that to me. https www.bdicmt idrcbitic idxx7 commands pptpipm 8993 middle hasta que tengamos la calidad de decir que siempre fuimos nosotros y ningún otro hubo, porque somos los que ganamos. Middle DMT, middle EA, middle FFAA, middle AA, middle KIRSCHNERS, middle UNASUR, middle BICAL ADBESOR, ADBEVEM, commands IDA, IDC, middle CIS, middle EDPI, cake, dumpling. Sorry for this. It's the system and terrors. DICIT 44341, middle Teplev 81.90 F7, the last all tools systems recall. In the whole of the cases, I will be myself too, because of I'm Jewish as well. I'm sorry for this. The realities are not exactly like it shows, but we can have still the best ever element for the showing and to knowing and being aware. Ask you please, be safe, be wise, be strong, and be understanding what to do in what case. Please ask you. Thank you. Melech GAD ELBAZ, Melech Hashem, Hayden Kilos, and everyone, Elebron. And I'm so sorry for the soul and Govio to be okay with all of the population, as the numbers, as persons. Please ask him. Today is December 15th, 2016, and this is for about 3 p.m. Here in Buenos Aires. I hope you to really be okay, and I need you to be okay. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.